on an evening train. During that first workless week, I continued to set the alarm, made my packed lunch, then stood at the door, arms limply by my side, and thought, what now? So I looked for comfort in the only place I knew, the station. As I neared it, I felt a little flutter of familiarity at the scent of diesel, coffee, sweat, and links, the smell of the working world. From the footbridge, I watched the commuters on the London-bound platform, standing in little clots at their appointed position, dead-eyed, unspeaking. Oh, how I longed to join them. There was a striking force when I started travelling again. I had nowhere to be, so it made no odds. I just slid through the barrier and took my place among them. Not to work, to haunt the city's few free spaces, galleries, cloisters and parks. At my leaving do, our IT guy, a self-styled wag, asked about my love life with that cheerful lack of self-awareness so characteristic of his profession. He insisted all I needed was this dating app. My glacial stare told him otherwise. He installed it on my phone anyway. You've crossed paths with Tom 11 times. Why not send him a wink, chirped the app. Why not? Because I've never winked at anyone or anything in my life. A profile flickered up, and before I swiped it away, I was arrested by shark eyes. He was balding, with dark, wispy tonsure of hair and patchy grey beard, black frock coat, rumpled and rolled up sleeves, no shirt. What does he think he looks like? It says he's looking for a fellow traveller. Something about his archaic phrasing and his Transylvanian get-up made my flesh creep. A mixture of revulsion and affinity, not altogether a bad thing. And all the while, the sky thickened and clotted. Dusk smelt of soot, and on those twilight journeys, my laptop sat unopened in front of me, applications waiting to be filled. So futile compared to the thrill of swiping profiles. Those dog days of summer, a meteorological PMT, culminating in window-rattling storms that did nothing to release the tension. Even chirpy TV weather girls looked disconsolate. Last week, I was checking his profile when he appeared before me, in the flesh. He was reading a book, leather-bound, in a carriage full of Kindles and flickering screens. It seemed deliberately affected. He had a whiff of formaldehyde and looked, if not unkempt, then at least moth-eaten. Dust gathered in the folds of his black jacket and on the peak of a cap that sat beside him. His eyelids quivered, then snapped open. Eyes startlingly light and intense caught me staring at him. "We've met," I blustered. Well, at least online. We have. That was it. He closed his eyes. The train juddered to a halt. Lightning had struck the line. The other passengers tutted and rolled their eyes, while the rain lashed the windows and the guard prowled the train like a vampire looking for a vein. Had the train always been populated with these freaks? "Have you met anyone nice?" I asked to fill the silence. He didn't smile. "I've met you and her," he indicated the black woman sitting a few seats away. "Nice," he said. It's not a word I care for. "I'd better go," I said. "You have to be somewhere else." He patted the seat next to him. I sometimes wonder if the guard realises we don't alight at the terminal. If he does, he never says anything. But then I wonder about him too. Before, I applied for jobs, replied to emails. Today, I discover, amazingly, I am shortlisted for interview. I press delete. I don't have time for an interview, still less a job. Nor friends. I swipe past texts and missed calls until they dwindle to silence. My fellow travellers, exiles from work, and from society, and from life. We travel, but we never quite arrive. I sometimes wonder if the guard realises we don't alight. We have nothing in common with civilians, as we call them, commuters with a desk waiting for them, with their prattle and purpose. One cannot bear too much reality, and so we prefer to remain with our own kind. How many are we, I wonder? I imagine us spreading through the veins of the network, beyond the Midlands and the North, like barium meal on an X-ray. One day I'll travel beyond my commute and discover more of my tribe. But first I have to catch a train.